What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. And if you haven't noticed, the lights are back on in this motherfucker. But
Mm,
as always, we're about to break down the NFL Week 12 slate leading into, if you saw the headline down below, Thanksgiving picks. We got three games at the end of this episode: Ravens, Bengals, Cowboys, Chiefs, Lions, Packers. But as always, before we jump into all this action, go down, like, and subscribe. I'm Paul Pick and Win. I'm rolling up right now, and I'm joined with.
you already know, man. It's your boy Kev Waterboy, it's your boy, aka the Don P, right? AKA the realest on your screen. And Paul, ah, it feels good to win. It feels great, right? But when I tell you, I was so close to having just a phenomenal week of football. Gators, we don't care. But Ravens won. I'm over here like I told you, 10, they're gonna get 10 in a row and make the playoffs. I think they're either tied for first or first in the division right now, or one game away, but they're close. Falcons won, did what they needed to do. It was a fun week of football, but my fucking fantasy team, I took the L, and not because my team didn't ball, it's because I lacked strategy and discipline. And I'm starting to think I may be slightly racist. Because after the show, we said, yo, we should probably bench Mason Rudolph and go pick up Jameis Winston. But my black guys went to sleep instead of going on fantasy and didn't think about it until like 1:15. I was like, oh, I forgot to get Jameis Winston. No, we called that this motherfucker was gonna have a phenomenal game. And this man scored 41. But mind you, Paul, I only lost by 10.
Ooh,
If I had just had some confident quarterback play, I would. But you want to know why I only lost by 10? Because
why?
I also had Jameer fucking Gibbs on my team, and he scored 68 points, put the team on his back.
Kev, you want
Paul,
Jameer Gibbs to be a
but
you fucked up, bro. Jameer Gibbs, I
here's
think, won 99% of everyone's week
but
form this week.
here's the thing. I had the second most points in the entire league that week. The dude I was going against had Jalen Hurts, James Cooks, and the Browns defense. He scored 34 in my league.
Where I got cooked by a guy who had Jameer Gibbs, of course, and Amon St. Brown on the same squad, and Rashee Rice. Between those three alone was 130 points.
Crazy. But I just
He
get
started
but
off with Josh Allen on Thursday Night Football, and when he put out like six, and I was like, "Oh, I got this guy about to be cooked!" Like 6 points by Josh Allen. Oh, give me this dub. Got fucking bamboo. But Jameer Gibbs, I'm on same. There's one team, Detroit. Fuck Detroit. Detroit Lions fucked me up this week on fantasy.
bruh, I was so sick because I'm watching this game like, yo, Jalen Hurts just does not need to go crazy. I like you. And next thing you know, Jalen Hurts has 36 points. And I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, it's still a game. It's still a game. And I look down and the Browns have 34 points. The rest of my team didn't produce. Cortland Sutton, he was gone. Justin Herbert was gone. T. Higgins gets a concussion. Tony Pollard. Like, if I had played anybody else, I would have won. If I had played Cam Ward, my original backup, I would have won. But it was still a good week. Great football this week. But damn, I was supposed to smack the number one. And he's the dude, I was going against the number one dude in our league. So I would have smacked him real quick to make him look like a bitch.
Yeah, what a week. I'm technically not out of it in my dad's league. I got like an 18% chance to make the playoffs. So this is where we ride, baby. This is where we gotta just turn them losses into wins.
Start to get to winning, kid. But yeah, fantasy is a funny place. This is the only fantasy loss I really was like, fuck. Because Jameer Gibbs put the team on his back.
Unfortunate L. I mean, fantasy was kind of crazy. The NFL slate was crazy. Is this the first game on this? Is this the first? I know my shit's not always the same as yours, but on my slate, we're showing the first game on it was the Chiefs beating the Colts 23-20
Yes.
and overtime. I had a feeling this was gonna happen. We had to pick the Colts. They're the better team, going into it off the bye, da da da. Da. But Chiefs find a way to stuff Jonathan Taylor numerous of times, play some good defense. Mahomes looked pretty shitty out there at some points, but got enough to get this win. I knew this shit was coming. I'm like, they're gonna find a way. The Chiefs are gonna find a way to make the playoffs, no matter how bad a ball they're playing.
Spags is dialing them things up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Anytime Spags dialed up a nice little blitz, we saw it work. But it was a good game for sure. I was just like, I think they knew that how disrespectful I was gonna come into this chat. They knew how crazy I was gonna come about. Yo, they really had the Colts -5, which we still hit like money line for sure. But or whatever that shit is. We hit the odds and everything. But boy, I thought we stole one. I would have came in here like, yo, Vegas, suck my dick. Like we knew what the fuck was gonna happen, type shit, Paul. They knew I was gonna come so disrespectful that they had to let the Chiefs win. I understand now. Because that was some phenomenal football, and each team like took away each other's strengths and strengths, and the Chiefs were just able to battle it out.
Yeah, it's a difference of like Chiefs had drives. Don't get me wrong, Mahomes threw two of them things. If I'm not wrong, he didn't throw two picks. No, he threw one and there was a fumble. But there was a couple turnovers on Chiefs side. And you would think the Colts win that, but the defense, like you said, the Spags, like the third downs, the lack of first downs, I should say, was the big issue. It is never really got to the red zone much. I mean, the fucking Chiefs were 1 for 6 in the red zone. So it's like Chiefs 2 turnovers, 1 for 6 in the red zone. But the major difference was 42 minutes of time of possession for the Chiefs to the 20 for the Colts. Like Colts never could get shit sustainable. Daniel Jones only 100 and something yards. It really looked like you take away JT in the massive run game, like beat up the O line a little bit, and it all comes crumbling down. We'll see how this continues to move forward, but good win for the Chiefs, I would say.
Yeah, definitely a good win. They can definitely keep going off of that one. But boy, I thought we stole one for a second, Paul.
Then we had the Bears beating the Steelers. We're talking about stealing one. They've stole like 6 in a row. It's just fucking ridiculous at this time. Like,
The Wardens of the North are the Chicago Bears.
but they're giving me the vibes of the Daniel Jones led Giants back in the. Remember when they won like 11 games and they went to the playoffs, and then like everybody knew like they wasn't gonna do nothing. Or same with the
Yeah.
Vikings with Kirk Cousins. It was like, hey, they're gonna lose probably their first playoff game, and they
Oh
did.
yeah, for sure. I think they definitely have caught in a lot of teams with good timing, of course. But they're making it through. I think they didn't have a schedule that was made for them to be battle tested every week, but they are coming in and winning clutch games. So I gotta respect the Ben Johnson and I gotta respect them boys for every time. It feels like every time, besides for that first game against JJ McCarthy, it feels like every time they needed to come down to score, they've been able to do it. Do I see this team sustaining this type of energy in the playoffs? No. But at the moment, they are leading the NFC North.
Yeah, and I mean,
I
did
think
Aaron Rodgers suit up for this game? No,
Nah, it was Mason Rudolph all game. Like I think they just were able to make that boy look very like much like a backup quarterback. There were plays like in the fourth where like he might have like ran for a first or something like that, but then it'll get taken back by a penalty. Like Mason Rudolph could never like really lead the offense down a crazy drive. I think there was only one like really cool drive where they scored a touchdown, but after that, so and it was crazy because I was thinking like the Bears defense is probably the ones that I trust the most, that I feel is gonna lack the most. But they was able to come in dialed up.
yeah, and then on top of it, um, there's my like this has nothing to do with like takeaways, but like Kenneth Gainwell, fantasy wise, is now also like on the Steelers. Like Jalen Warren was like running back one, but Kenneth Gainwell like the last 3 weeks has put up like damn near 100 yards a game and a tutty almost. I feel like this you might not be putting those numbers up exactly, but every time that motherfucker touched the ball on the Steelers, he's taking that bitch. And then the Bears, Ben Johnson, it's like him and the Colts head coach Steichen, I think, are the two clear. Ben Johnson, Steichen are the two like coach of the year candidates. I think clear
What
cut
about
right now.
Sean McVay?
Sean McVay too, but I mean they made it to the NFC semi, like the right, like they Bears weren't supposed to be winning no fucking North this year. First year
And
head
it's
coach. Oh, and Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel, of course, with the Patriots.
Oh yeah, let Mike Vrabel get another one on the ass. But yeah, the Bears are balling, so I can't trip. Let them keep winning.
The reason why Mike Vrabel came back to my mind was because up next on the slate was the Patriots 10-point comeback win against the Bengals. I thought honestly, because a couple people in the league, Suicide League, picked the Patriots, and it was like 17-10 going into half, 17. I was like, oh, the bank, like Jamar Chase is moving. I think T. Higgins ended up getting hurt in the second half.
Yeah, so Jamar Chase is suspended for the spitting situation,
Oh yeah, no, it
and
was
then
Chase
T
Brown.
Higgins, T Higgins gets a concussion in the fourth. But Joe Flacco was just throwing that bit at nobody, and he was figuring it out. Like there were dudes I never even heard of. He was throwing the ball to.
That
He was
and
figuring it
Chase
out.
Brown. Chase Brown, I think this is the first and only 100-yard running game of the season for him.
Mhm.
Uh,
I ain't gonna lie, Christian Gonzalez is getting cooked on a few plays. Like I was like, damn, bro, that's the number one receiver, and they just throwing anybody. They throw number one corner, and they're just throwing anybody at his ass.
and it was still like it was 23-20. It felt like one of those games where I was like, Bengals. I just honestly felt like it's 23-20, it's 26-20. I'm like, and the Bengals kept getting the ball one more time in the fourth quarter. And I was like, okay, this is the drive where Flacco could probably walk him down for the game winner. But they just they never that never happened, obviously. And the Patriots hold on in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they stolen on this one. I ain't gonna lie to you. They wasn't supposed
Ravens
to win this game.
Ravens beat the Jets 23-10, but this was 7-3 at halftime.
Yeah,
And
it definitely was a lot closer for comfort too. And I don't think they had a turnover in the red zone, but they went for there was for some
they're
reason they
going
didn't.
for it.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, what are we doing, brother?
Jets defense came out because like Lamar Jackson, 13 of 23, 153 yards. Derrick Henry, 21 carries for 64 yards. Fuck the two tutties. I'm just talking about pure efficiency. That this was just like the Jets weren't the Jets, and they had Tyrod out there. This is probably a different ball game. This was the and the Jets had a couple turnovers that didn't help their cause.
How many times were the Ravens in the red zone? Because I feel like every drive they were making their way down there, and that's the reason why
They're 2 for 5 on red zone trips. They were
mhm.
2 for 11 on third downs though.
Yeah, because that's what it was. They definitely were not eating on third down. They were just getting down there, but not doing nothing with it. It felt like on a lot of these drives. And when they did get down there, they had some good field position. And then Derrick Henry just kind of was able to punch it in. But it wasn't like on the first go type shit. Like I think the second one was on fourth down.
Ravens are looking like right now to me outside looking in like they were that trusty Camry. They was a fucking Ferrari. They was a Porsche. They're a nice car. Now it's an '04 Porsche. Like, still getting you there, but it ain't looking as good as it once did.
Yeah, but like as long as they can win the ball games, even when it's ugly, I can respect that. And I do like the how you're coming where it's like you don't win anything that you don't accept in a loss, you don't want to accept in a win. But
Yeah, I like that
like
saying.
but I said they were gonna start winning, they were gonna win 10 games in a row and make it to the fucking playoffs, kid. They're I think what are they on win number five?
Yep, 5 or 6.
Yeah, I think they're five. Their last loss was 17-3 to the Rams. So yeah, they won all month.
Then we had. Oh, this is gonna be a fun one for me to cover because I'm gonna have another aspect for it. But the Seattle Seahawks beating the Tennessee Titans 30-24. This was hilarious. It was 23-3 coming out of like Seahawks get ball after halftime, up 16-3. They score first drive. Now it's 23-3. And it's like, this game is another Seahawks ass whooping. Like Sam Darnold fucking like 15 for 15 type shit. Like fucking ass whooping by the Seahawks. And then fucking Tennessee gets the 90-yard kick return touchdown. And it's
And
a
they
I'm like, oh, we got a ball game.
then
Nah.
they get lit.
Fucking Sam Darnold and the Seahawks, bro, walk them down in like 5 plays. Score again.
I mean, they tried. I think this is probably one of Cam Ward's better offensive games, truthfully. But they tried. The Titans really tried it. Once they got like that life brought back to them off of the kick return, they tried to make it happen.
Oh, punt return. My bad. I said kick return. It's a punt return. But yeah, Ed, I will say shout out Gators. Marcus has said it probably like 80 times to me that the wide receiver Dyke for the Titans that did the punt return and he had he's kind of low key been hooping this year. He's a Florida Gator.
I gotta say that next time I'm in the barbershop. What the Gators be doing? What you mean? I just returned the punt
Yeah,
last game.
prime time. Man. Yeah, but
But I be killing them niggas because they always talk shit like the week a random Gator did something. There was one week Ricky Pearsall scored a touchdown. I'm like, Ricky Pearsall just scored. Well, what he did before, and then he was like, "What he did before that?" I was like, "Bro, he got shot. What am I supposed to do?"
he looked was hooping before he got hurt again this year. Like the first like 2 weeks, Jit was I was like he was on my bench putting up numbers. I was like I should start
Mm.
him, but he's still kind of iffy. I don't know. I trust him yet.
Mm.
Packers beat the shit out the Vikings 23-6. Yeah, JJ McCarthy sucks at football.
Yeah, he got fucked up. What they get like 6 sacks? They got at least five. I know for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the exact stat number. Yeah, 5 sacks, QBR 17.9, a rating of 34.2, 12 and 19 for 87 yards. Um, he does. I just can't believe this franchise let Sam Darnold walk out the door. Kirk Cousins walk out the door, and Daniel Jones even made a pit stop, and he went out that door to go to the Colts for this. And that's just me trying to put a nice place. Well, I'm still gonna give him some room because maybe he has a crazy second half of season or something gets it clicking. But we used to say anyone could ball in the O'Connell offense, and he's proving us wrong right now.
Yeah, he's not playing good football even a little bit. Justin Jefferson looks very frustrated, like visibly. That's not normal. Like this isn't good for them boys. On the other hand, these Packers, we don't know what the fuck they are. Because like even though they won this game, Jordan Love still only had like 139 yards, no touchdowns.
Yeah, they're running back. They're backup because Josh Jacobs was out. Their backup, I forget his name, but he came in was fucking because someone picked him up and put him at a flex, and Jit put up like fucking 28 point, like, dropped some numbers.
Emmanuel Wilson. But
Yeah, that's his name.
I still don't know what they are. I just think this defense came and just made it to kind of kept it out of reach. So like nobody questioned. But I still don't trust the Packers going into the playoffs, but off of a performance like this.
Not at all. I agree with you 100%. I don't trust it either. But I mean, their defense did what they had to do. Though I see, like Parsons. I think he also got that like a late game sack too. They're just like, yeah, perfect. Like, so, like this is why you go get them dogs. This is the best game on the slate, in my opinion. Lions beating the Giants 34-27. Potential game of the year when you put everything in like aspect with the Winston factor on it. And the fact that Jameer Gibbs' first play of overtime just takes that bitch to the fuck. He does Jameer Crib things.
I was watching this game so sick because I forgot to go pick up James Winston because this man caught a fucking touchdown ball. And it wasn't like he caught it like a quick goal line. No, this motherfucker caught at least what was it, like 30, 40 yards? And then he fucking had to get some yak and damn near stiff arm a motherfucker in. Jameis Winston in that first like 3 quarters was on some nut shit. Like fourth quarter, I think that's when the Lions defense kind of locked in and figured it out. But boy, this game was crazy because the whole time I'm like, why are the Lions still losing? Why are the Lions still? Jameer Gibbs is going insane, but the Lions are still losing. And I wasn't mad at it because I needed the fantasy points. But I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
James Winston, they said it was like the best tweet I think I've seen from the football side of Twitter because they quote retweeted the play and they're like, this motherfucker James Winston mossed you, broke your ankles because he hit him with a little stutter step, broke your ankles, and then stiff armed you and scored a touchdown. You gotta quit playing DB. Like you have at that point, you give up you retire because there's no way you let Jameis Winston moss you, break your ankle, stiff arm you, and score a touchdown all in one play.
That shit was crazy. Nah, what killed me was I seen a nigga tweet. Jameis Winston is called a Jameis Winston type throw for a touchdown.
Now, I'm not an FSU fan. I'm not a Bucks fan, but Jameis Winston is on my like top five favorite football players of all time.
Yeah, personality wise, for sure, because it shows on the field.
Get him a commentating job at ASAP. As soon as his career is over, I get him. He needs to be someone.
Please, please. I pay so I'd pay him for any sport too. It doesn't even have to be just football.
And then one overtime game to another overtime game. Jags squeak out the win against the Cardinals in overtime. Shout out Cam Little. That motherfucker has been kicked. That he's having them Brandon Aubrey type of years. He gets the 52-yard walk off field goal in overtime. It says, bro, Trevor Lawrence threw three interceptions. At one point, I think like third, fourth quarter, he only had like 80 yards and like a couple. I'm like, bro, this is fucking like insane. This motherfucker can't do a goddamn thing. I mean, he scores touchdowns, but yardage wise, he can't. He's not the reason why the ball be moving. Jacoby Brissett, though, on the other hand, I mean, he's playing good fill-in football, but they're not winning games, especially when you like it's fourth down. I believe it was like fourth and short. Yeah, it was like
But
third and four, short and terrible incompletion, and then a fourth and for the ball game on the line, he throws deep. Like I don't know. I felt like Cardinals should have won, but they're cursed.
I'd say a little bit more than good feeling football because I respect this Jags defense. So him having 317 yards and a touchdown while getting sacked 6 times, I'm not terribly mad at it. I don't want to see him throw the ball 49 times. Like there's no reason Jacoby Brissett should be dropping back 50 times to throw that thing. But he kind of kept his offense alive when nobody else was doing anything. So the Jags, I feel like should have won this game because why the fuck was this game even close in the first place? Why are you throwing all these interceptions? But they figured it out. And that's been a lot of their games this year. They just figured out. Remember, this man, the Chiefs, they beat the Chiefs in a play where Trevor Lawrence got his fucking shoe stepped on, fell down on the floor, got up and ran that bitch in. Like that's been the
True.
Jaguars season all year. And that's why they're fucking 7-4.
No one's talking about them at the wild card or potentially overcome the Colts in that division.
But the AFC South is a problem right now.
I would say Michael Wilson in fantasy. I'm pretty sure everyone's got him already, but Michael Wilson in fantasy, 10 catches, 118 yards this game. Last game, 15 catches, 185 yards. Ever since Marvin Harrison Jr. got hurt, this motherfucker, 2 games, this motherfucker put up 300 yards on 25
Bro,
catches.
bro, the way that nobody else on my team scored a touchdown besides for Shamir Gibbs and I think well technically Mason Rudolph. But the fact that I'm hearing other players just like it should have been me.
Yeah, Michael Wilson is hooping, but I have him in one of my. I picked him up in one of my fantasy leagues. But I didn't need him. Like I have two elite wide receivers where he might not ever touch the field. Now I'm like, fuck, I might have to like make some moves. I don't know. Michael Wilson put up 300 yards in 2 games.
Mm.
Then we had your team, Kev. Falcons being the Saints 24-10. How's it feel to be back on the victory side of things, Kev?
It's nice. I mean, the fucking it kind of sucked in the beginning because the 7 points that the Saints scored was because it was a pick six. But it's not like we definitely played this game. We played this game with no frustrations. But we did what we needed to do to win. The Saints literally tried everything. Taysom Hill, Tyler Show. They did anything they could to try to fucking get some points on the board, but they couldn't. Defense looked good. Our rookie that you're fond of, Pierce Jr. He had a good game. So I'm happy. I'm glad that we won. We made all of our field goals. It was a good game.
I've came
But
to the realization I'm gonna stop betting. There will no longer be a parlay of mine that has Bijan Robinson to score a touchdown on it ever again. Every week, I bet this guy. I'm like, okay, he hadn't had one last week. Gotta get one this week. Okay, he hasn't had one in two. Gotta get one this week. He's been going. This brother don't score touchdowns, Kev. He does everything. He would give motherfucker. I won't be shocked if he throws a touchdown before he runs in another one. I be sitting there
Um,
like, but Bijan, and like it's not even his fault because he's a stallion back there. But I just whatever he's just allergic to the end zone. I just had to double check. I'm like, maybe I'm just not bad. He has 4 rushing touchdowns, he has total of 6 touchdowns this year, and that's not bad, but like motherfuckers offered me Jonathan Taylor in the offseason for him, and I was like, nah. And then like here I am now, like fuck.
that's what makes Jameer Gibbs always a good pick because like I know David Montgomery gonna eat, but Jameer gonna eat.
And I'm like, Alligator didn't even score one, so I'm like, can't even be mad at him this week. Like no one's like, fuck Alligator.
Yeah, usually that nigga do be stealing them boys.
But good win for y'all boys. My team had a bye, so I can low key the only thing I was rooting for this week was not only my the 49ers, but the Falcons. Then Shador gets the dub over the Raiders. I don't know if we both I know I picked them just because the Raiders fucking suck. I don't know if you wrote Gino one more time, pause, but they get the dub. He does the flex. But did you see Geno Smith give everyone the fucking bird?
Nah, I ain't see that.
He left the stadium flicking off the fans, right? That shit was crazy.
Lame. Take your L. But nah, I mean, don't let them 10 points fool you. The Raiders offense looked in terrible this game.
Miles
I
Garrett, deep.
Yeah, the Browns defense literally had them boys like in a pressure cooker all game. I'm not gonna lie, I think the Browns offense didn't look amazing, but it was good for Shador to get his first win. It's bigger than Shador though. Yeah, team is 3-8, so I gotta get more wins. But I feel like he didn't play. They didn't give him like a lot of opportunities to make mistakes. Quinshawn Judkins was punching that bitch in when they needed him to punch that thing in and like 11 for 20, 200 yards, and you only got sacked once. Good football.
Did you see the post game interview?
Nah, what they said.
Uh, so I was like, okay, Shador. Like you said, they definitely kept the playbook a little bit more limited, short passes.
Fuck.
Even a 60-yard touchdown was like a screen pass type shit. Junkins gets the 2 scores otherwise. And like we said, like you can score on the Raiders defense. That's given no matter who it is right now. But the Browns defense is gonna, have a field day. And that's exactly what happened. Like we hit
10
two for two.
sacks.
Yeah, 2 for 2 on this game. Like take. So Shador, 11 completions. Most rookies would be a little modest. Like, yeah, Jalen take something out of Jalen Hurts books. He'll say, yeah, this is a team effort, team ball. We're playing good team. Keep it pushing. Take the media off of him.
Please tell me he didn't say no reckless shit.
He gets on the camera and he goes, yeah, that's just 1 week of practice. 1 week of practice with imagine if I had a whole off season.
Damn.
Yeah. My jaw fucking dropped, Kev. I'm not gonna lie.
And you know niggas gonna say shit, bro. Why? Why? Take us to don't drop the Gatorade yet.
Shador did
Just
that,
put the
and
arm up
people
and
were
keep it
like,
moving.
Quinshaw, because Junkins had the 2 tutties. Miles Garrett had 3 sacks. The team had 10 sacks. Like we know why you can't come. Like now, don't get me wrong. Your first game was like Mahomes' first game, like 5 years ago, throwing for like 400 yards, set some records off rip. Talk your shit, big dog. But it's pumped and brakes a little bit.
Please, please.
I'm gonna let ride, adrenaline, because he did collect it. He posed himself. He said all that in the first inning, and then he goes, but in all seriousness, good team win. You gotta keep myself grounded. Just keep moving forward. But I was just like, they're gonna clip it. They're gonna take that and they're gonna run with it. But my jaw fucking dropped, and he was talking
I
that shit.
didn't I didn't know he did all that. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Paul. We gotta talk about the only game that mattered at 4 o'clock.
It's the only one. It's the only one that bird.
The only game that
I
mattered
try to
because
tell
my
you.
the other team had Jalen Hurts, dog, and I was like, no way. This nigga had like 30 points in the first half.
Yeah, right. The Cowboys didn't do nothing until what I felt like the fucking end of the third quarter started for. Like I left my house And this game was 21-7, and it's been that score for fucking ever. I get to the bar because we're going to the Top Golf right after I go to the bar. It's 21-21 with like 2 minutes left. And I'm like, whoa, what happened? Dakota Prescott.
Dakota Prescott. I don't know what happened to the Eagles offense in the second half. They just like disappeared because they were cooking. Like Jalen Hurts had 2 touchdowns rushing, a touchdown throwing. AJ Brown couldn't be stopped. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. Devontae Smith, he's fighting for every ball that he gets thrown. Like, that shit's crazy. Like Dakota Prescott, like you said, man, he locked in and started going crazy. And him and George Peckins, when they figured it, whenever they're cooking and they're like on the same page, scary things happen.
Also, CD Lamb do be dropping the fucking ball. This is like, and he said it himself. Like, the reporters asked him, like, what do you got to do? He goes, I just stopped dropping the fucking ball. Like, he said it just like that, too. Like, blunt as
Nice
fuck.
respect.
And it's true. There was that one game where they make that one catch during field goal range to potentially win it, but like there were two back to back buffs by him. But and all it took for Pickens to come alive was CD. The greater good of things. Short term, CD Lamb getting hurt probably looked bad, but long term, George Pickens and Dak Prescott got that chemistry now, and CD's
Yeah.
another demon. Now they got two. Like he's unlocked. He trusts both of these fuckers.
And he's such a deep threat. Like, I don't think they had that for a minute. Like, before that, the deep threat was like Turpin or like Michael Gallup. Like, one of your star
Yeah,
receivers can go grab that bitch.
he's second in the NFL in yards right now. Pickens,
Nice.
1,054. It's a huge gap because first place is like JSN with like 600 more yards. He's like 1,600.
He's on track to have like 2 bands. But I mean, Puka Nakua got hurt, but I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
motherfucking that boy George Pickens is
Similar
doing his thing.
situation. I don't think we get the Devontae Adams show we're getting right now out of Stafford and the boys if Puka doesn't get hurt and he's forced to like build that. Now he's like the chemistry's there, like you said, and yeah, Eagles. This is a huge collapse.
Yeah, collapse is the best word because they just disappeared. Defense was still making plays, but it wasn't enough.
And
Cowboys scoring in like 3 plays and shit on their ass.
Brandon Aubrey, once they got past that 50, I was at the bar. I'm watching like Eagles fans and Cowboys fans, and like Eagles fans are like giving up. You see the hope gone. You see Cowboys guys. We weren't next to the Cowboys field. They're a little further. You see them again, right? I hear from across the bar, hey Brandon Aubrey, we won the game. We won the game. They know like they got themselves a real killer if it comes down to kicking. Um,
Facts.
and my buddy next time I remember pulling up, he showed me, I'm sorry, 21-21, 2 minutes left. Eagles have the ball still. He showed me he has a bet $10 to win 2 bands and the 2 legs left. The Rams to win and the Eagles to win. And he goes, and they giving him a cash out of 300. And he's like, should I cash out? I said, me personally, I'm cashing out. He likes to let shit ride. He let that bitch ride. I remember the Eagles fan next to us when that shit went through zeros on the clock. The bet loses, he gets $0. Eagles fan next to us, like,
Oh,
next to us. Ah, well, better luck next time, boys. And he has no idea that what just happened. In my head, I'm like, bro, we ain't the same, bro. My homeboy just lost 2 bands, man. You just had another shitty day at the bar, right? Well, it's okay. On to the next one, boys. I was like, you have no idea. Joe's my homeboy's name is Joe. His face was just like he was so stoned. But yeah, good. I told you, Kev. Cowboys at home, big dog. You can't never doubt Jerry.
I respect it, bro, because I did not see that coming. I thought that was the game was in the bag first half. I'm thinking Jalen Hurts is about to come back and do wonders second half.
I thought the
Nope.
same thing. I was like, damn, Cowboys suck.
I'm thinking Cowboys defense is horrible, which it is, but boy, they figured it out.
Then we have Rams is absolute asshole. 34-7. It was 21-0. Actually, it was 31-7 before half. I remember being at Top Golf, like, yo, this is the longest second quarter I've ever witnessed.
But they was calling him Baker midfield in the chat.
Baker midfield, and then Terry Two Glove makes an appearance because Baker gets hurt, and we're gonna be seeing Teddy. I remember seeing Teddy. I'm like, Wasn't he coaching fucking high school ball a couple weeks ago? Like, what the fuck?
Literally, he got into that bullshit and said, "Fuck it, I'm back in the league."
They were gonna do kick me out of high school coaching. Cool. I'll go back to being an NFL quarterback then.
And I'm pulling up. I mean, this wasn't a game to come out, bust your guns, but yeah, the Rams are looking like them. They're saying Matthew Stafford's in front runner for MVP right now, and I'm like, damn, Paul called that shit like 6 weeks ago.
I should have put the pit tickets in. I was like, I'm seeing the fucking vision right now. And on the other side, Bucks fan, this is the worst case scenario. Them brothers were like 5-1. Now 6-5. Like what the fuck? Like Baker's hurt. Um, no Baker, no bueno. Like y'all not going nowhere.
Yeah, they got a lot of praying to do, so they gotta lock in.
And my game of the week, 49ers get that win over the Panthers. Thank God. Brock Purdy and the team overcome 3 early interceptions. Don't get me wrong, Bryce threw 2 himself. There's 5 total picks in this game. There's absolute bad football on both
Not fun
sides.
football to watch.
CMC does score on his former team. So that's you knew that was happening. But yeah, needed that. I think CMC's on pace for 1,000 rushing and 1,000 receiving yards. Only player to do it on 2 teams. Let
Nice.
alone so. Yeah,
Yeah, like you said, man, Brock Purdy tried to his best to give this game away because it just was bad football all around. I had to watch the game. I had the homie that had CMC anytime touchdown as the last leg of his parlay, so he made some bread. But boy, I hate watching bad Sunday night games. It's like, come on, bro. Not Sunday nights, on Monday night games. I'm like, bro,
and it
come
started
on.
off good because like the 49ers, yeah, they came down with that first, they had that like long first drive, 15 plays, 72 yards, 8.5 minutes to a Jawan Jennings like fighting his way into the touchdown. And I was like, okay, like little did I know that was gonna be the best football I'll see for the rest of the night. That was the first drive. That was after that shit was up.
That shit was
Then we're steering into this Thursday, Kev. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone at home, pre-holidays. Salute all service workers come Friday because I'll be there on the front lines come Black Friday as well. So enjoy y'all Thanksgiving at the crib and then family. Any Thanksgiving plans, Kev, for you before we get into the games?
Nah, I might probably pull up, grab a couple plates and shit. I'm actually waiting to go eat this plate I got at this big Friendsgiving event that they have, and they slap. I got everything on that bitch. I'm talking about.
You bringing anything, or you just bringing the plate?
I mean, I'm supposed to go to a Friendsgiving, and I'm supposed to make Haitian mac, but I don't know if the nigga's legit for real. So we'll see.
Okay, okay. Haitian. I was just literally gonna ask him, are you making an American dish, or would you be more of a Haitian dish man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know I'm
that's
bringing the
why I even had
Haitian.
to ask.
Yeah, you feel me? Gotta bring some specialty, something I know nobody else can bring.
Yeah, we're staying in the crib over here. Always a nice little Thanksgiving thing, and of course, watching all 3 games, leading us into
Mhm.
the first one, 1 o'clock after the Easter after Thanksgiving parade. We're going straight into the first kickoff game on Fox. Lions, 3-point favorites with the Packers coming into the town. Kev, divisional opponents 7-3-1 are the Packers, and the Lions are 7-4. Both are chasing the Bears, but these are some top tier teams. Kev, how are we
Like
feeling?
like you said, that 7-3-1, that tie always comes in later. It always becomes a big deal later. And it's showing that, look at it right now. The Lions have to win this game. This isn't a game that they could think about winning. They have to win to show supremacy in the division. They have to win because that one is going to be a problem later. And they got to do it by playing it, by protecting fucking Jared Goff from this D line that's lit after having 5 fucking sacks last game, and as well as motherfucking playing balanced and complete football. Like I'm not expecting Shamir Gibbs to have another 245, but if he wants to, it's okay. But they just have to play balanced football and make sure that the offense keeps driving. Because this Packers team gets stagnant out of nowhere, and like they be acting like they don't have no weapons, like Christian Watson and Romeo Dobbs, and and aren't in that motherfucker aren't in the mix of everything. But we'll see.
Uh, see, this is a weird game to me because I do I do think that the Lions are a better team, especially come playoff time. But this is gonna be. It just feels like it's gonna be one of those games where like the Packers are gonna show up and win this game.
Hmm. I'll be
Trying to
scared
see
because
if Josh
whenever you have
Jacobs is
those,
gonna. Trying to see if Josh Jacobs is gonna play.
I'm scared because whenever you have those intuitions, like bad things happen. And
Yeah,
this is a
Josh
team that
Jacobs
just
is
let,
playing this game, so Josh Jacobs will be back.
and this is a team that just let Jameis Wilson cook them.
I like the. I think the Packers are gonna show up here to get the road win. Divisional opponents, you always it's with a 3 point game for a reason. I think the Packers the Emmanuel Wilson looks like a really good running back. And I think they may have just found because Josh Jacobs have been very stagnant this year, and I think they may have just figured out the running game. Like they may like Emmanuel Wilson could have now be the difference factor. Where now they have the guy who's a little in between. Josh Jacobs in between tackles type of guy, whereas this one's more he can catch the ball and get him some like get him open field like a Gibbs like get him some open fucking field because he's gonna be cooking it up. So I think the Packers show up here on the road and get a win in Detroit to kick us off.
Nice. I got the Lions, man. In Detroit, Thanksgiving. I need Sam Laporta to lock in, get that turkey leg. But this is gonna be fun. There's gonna be some good games this Thanksgiving.
Give me a tight end on this. Give me Brock Wright to give me the touchdown on the Lions side of things. They backup tight end because Sam Laporta I think is hurt. So
Oh, he's
Brock
hurt
Wright.
right now. Ouch.
Then we got Cowboys at home, Kev, 5-5-1, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are 3.5 point favorites, so first home dog on the slate. You think Jerry can get another nice little home dog win action on him?
Mm,
Back to back home dogs.
ah,
It's the Chiefs coming off a good win with the Colts overtime game.
I don't know, kid. I think the Chiefs defense, Trent McDuffie. I know we love George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, but I think they have the corners to complement. The corners right now are playing pretty decent. They have the corners that can complement each other on the second and with these blitz packages dialed up to keep Dax under fire. Think the Chiefs might just have to come in and hold it down. And they're trying to make the playoffs right now, so a loss is not something they could afford.
Oh, give me the Dallas Cowboys on
2 weeks in a row, I'm scared. I'm
Thanksgiving
scared.
football, bro. I think everyone's scared, bro. Everyone's picking Chiefs off the name value, bro. It's a name brand right now. I
I
think
don't know. They just got the overtime one.
Dakota Prescott, chip on the shoulder. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Chiefs are gonna be able to move the ball on this Cowboys defense. And Dakota Prescott, I'm having faith that he shows up again, even if it's in the fourth quarter. Pickens, I mean, you can take McDuffie can take his guy. Pick your poison. Is it CD or Pickens? But one of them is gonna have a big game here, and give me the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm doing one-on-one with CD, and I'm doubling Pickens because I'm not letting nothing go over the top. That should have hurt my
And
heart.
that's when Jake Ferguson come down the middle, bro. That
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of because
give me
yeah,
the
that
Jake
cover.
Ferguson anytime tutty parlay with this tight end parlay, and give me Travis Kelsey, the Godfather of tight ends, to
Uh,
on
this tight
Thanksgiving.
end parlay is gonna be nice. So we are split two so far. Let's see if this mother trucker picks the Bengals.
7.5 point favorites here. Ravens. Put a little respect on their name. 6-5, above 500, above water right now. Taking on taking on Cincinnati Bengals with Joe Burr back.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh,
Joe
you didn't
Burrow was
know he
pulling
wasn't
up.
paying attention to the news today. Yeah, Mr. Joe Breezy is looking like he's back in line to play Thursday night football.
Okay, that's what I would love to see that. But the Ravens are the Wardens of the North currently since they hold the tiebreaker of the Steelers, I believe. But the Ravens need to come in this bitch and they gotta win this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. And like I think Jamar Chase is back, so he's coming in. I don't think he only have a 1 game suspension, so he's coming in fired up. Oh, this is gonna be a ball game.
I'm not giving my hand on who I'm picking.
Mm.
but 7.5 points.
It's crazy.
Wow, Joe Burrow's come back and Jamar Chase. Yeah, I'm just saying, throwing it out there. I would take seven. A division, let's off rip a divisional game, and let's
Same
not act like the Ravens have a history of shutting down. The Joe Burrow's best history performed games are usually against the Ravens.
insane numbers. Same team that Joe Flacco has been cooking with.
And another team, they're 3-8. They're not going to be able to go above 500. But Joe, they asked why Joe Burrow, why would you play? You're making all this money. You're not making playoffs most likely. And just him being him, he's just, if I'm healthy, I'm gonna play. Point like short and simple. If I'm healthy, I'm gonna play football.
Fuck you talking about?
Yeah. Well, so I don't want to go three dogs on Thanksgiving.
Brad, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You know you want to. I'm mad I had to go three favorites.
I will say Mark Andrews is on the anytime, another granddaddy on the Thanksgiving tight end parlay. It gets spooky on the Bengals side because they got Mike Gesicki and Noah Fant. So they got two tight ends. I don't know which one if I should even touch that one. I'm going Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burr, first game, back, 400
Nice.
yards. Jamar Chase, 12 catch. Oh yeah, no T Higgins, so probably Jamar Chase like 15 catches, 200 yards.
Nah, this is gonna be a great game. I low key am hoping the Bengals come to win, but like I said, the Ravens are gonna win 10 in a row to make the playoffs.
We're
They're on
splitting
game
all
number
three.
6. That's what I'm love to see, man.
I had the tight end parlay in front of me. It was something crazy. It was like $5 to win, unless they erased it. They probably erased it. It was like five to win like three bands.
Nice.
But
But
that's
we
like
gotta
with all the
talk.
bonus. They have like little bonus boosters on it and shit.
We gotta talk Black Friday because while Paul is being swarmed by by people trying to get deals with phones,
Oh
there will be some
shit.
football going on that night.
I forgot about the Prime Video. Oh, I didn't even scroll down, Kev. I didn't know we had a fourth.
Oh yeah, come on now. Black Friday, Black Friday my favorite holiday, so I know what I'm doing.
We got the battle of the two top NFC squads.
Yes,
The
yes.
Philadelphia Eagles are 7-point favorites at home at the link with the Chicago Bears coming into town. They both stand at 8-3. One is
Coming
not
off of
like
a
the other.
coming off a collapse.
Yeah, one's coming off a collapse and one's coming off like six straight fucking 3-point wins.
Niggas saying Saquon Barkley washed kid.
Yeah. How do you feel about this game with the Eagles and Bears?
I think the Bears are gonna come in and try to make this a fun game. I don't think at all that the Bears are looking to back down to the Eagles. I think Ben Johnson is a very capable mind, and he's been on figuring stuff out. And then, even though I don't love Caleb Williams, I do think that he's been consistent. I want to say in most of his games, he's been getting 200 yards and a touchdown, staying consistent with it. And when they do have a running game that's working, they eat. So yeah, I think even though I'm glazing the Bears, I don't trust them boys. I think they've been playing like they're 4-2 on they're 4-2 on the road. On the road, so it's not like they've been playing bad ball at all. I just don't trust them. Yeah, they're on a 4-game win streak, but the Eagles coming off of a game that they really, 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 really feel like they should have won and collapsed. I'm gonna have to take the Eagles on this one. I'm not gonna lie to you, brother.
Ah, sorry about that. No, but
Yeah,
fucking
I gave the Bears their props, but like I might have to take the Eagles on this one, brother. I
oh,
might have to go 4 straight favorites.
this one's my favorite right here. I trust the Eagles defense to be able to take care of Caleb Williams, who's not playing terrible ball, but I do expect the defense. Their they don't play the best ball, but they win games against good opponents. That's what's the Eagles'
Mhm.
MO all year. So this is another one where they're gonna lock in. Can't expect them to lose two in a row here. And I don't think the Bears defense. I mean, they're not bad, but I don't think they're really good either.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, Kev, you have anything else to say to the people at home?
Happy Thanksgiving, man. Go fuck up your food, man, because I know I'm finna fuck up my food after this.
Yes, so happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll be back to talk some more. Well, we're gonna be recapping, and we are basically cover half the slate. We're making the rest of the picks.
Mm.
But thank you all for watching along. Go down, like, subscribe.